Okay, well, so now we're getting into the social media sphere here. How long ago was it at this point that Elon bought Twitter? Wasn't it like it was
That was
like
about a year
was it
ago.
a year ago? It was in like
year
in
and
April?
change.
Yeah.
Shoot. It's really been that long, huh?
Yeah, I know the Elon Twitter saga because remember he announced like months before that he had plans on buying it, but then he was talking about backing out because he was alleging that Twitter was lying about how many users they really have and how many of them are bots. Because when
Turns out they were lying, right?
well, this is what the whole Twitter files started about, amongst many other things. But the fact that, you know, when Twitter or any social media company wants to sell or sell all their stocks, they have to get appraised. Just like, you know, with anything. If you're selling an amusement park, it'd be like, all right, how many tickets are you selling to, you know? But the same thing would be for a social media company. How many users do you have that are buying or, you know, looking at ads and, you know, clicking links and doing real human things that you would do on there?
Right.
And if Twitter was vastly inflating their numbers, which all of these places do, TikTok, I'm sure, is guilty of it too, because we all know how that works. How, you know, if you're on YouTube, you get like 200 subscribers, but you're like, oh my God, my video got 1 million views on TikTok.
Right. Just as a quick reference, I saw a dope video from a guy called Max Fosh on YouTube where he created a fake company out of nothing and he got one person to buy one of his stocks for a stupid price. Right. And then he listed essentially like a fat amount of stocks on the market, had his company evaluated and became the richest person on the planet for like 2 minutes or whatever.
I've
got in a lot
that.
of trouble. But yeah, just anyway.
That's
moving
great.
on.
We got Sacktown Famous too. They're like global national security concerns. Hey, Jamie, look up White House and European Commission to launch first of its kind AI agreement. Ooh, that sounds a little spicy,
I'll check
man.
that
We
out.
might have to check that out. Sacktown Famous, more like Sacktown based.
Nice.
Let's see. Is there anything on that article right there talking about Twitter files?
We got Earthweb.
Ooh, yeah.
Some funny sources, dude.
I know, right?
What the fuck is this?
We got the Swaddle. We got
Bro,
Earthweb.
I found the most body articles I could find, bro. I was like, the more ads, the better.
Bro, I've never even heard of these websites.
I know where you getting this shit. You using DuckDuckGo, dude?
Yeah, buddy.
They're pretty bad too.
Yeah,
Anyways.
they're getting there, man.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Google though.
So, how many bots are on Twitter in 2023, and what do they do? What are Twitter bots? Twitter bots are accounts that operate using automation. How do they work? They perform the same standard actions on Twitter, like tweeting, liking, retweeting, following, unfollowing, yada, yada, yada. And they can send direct messages on the platform. And so, let's see. Okay. When calculating total bots using the total number of known Twitter users and dividing it by the percentages below, about 22 million to 65 million are bots.
That's a fucking lot, dude.
God damn.
Wow.
65 million. If that was
That's on the upper end.
That was a year for every bot there was, we'd be back where the dinosaurs are, bro. Bots versus dinosaurs coming soon.
Ooh, Dinobot. Wait, wasn't that a Power Rangers joint?
Yes, they're the
Dinobots.
Dinobots, yes.
Can't wait for the new Power Rangers, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that new one does seem pretty good.
I'm a little hype.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you count for all bots, both good and bad, the percentage is around 15%. According to Benzinga.com, Twitter Inc.'s internal review for Q1 of 2022 revealed that less than 5% of its DAUs, so there's daily active users, are spam or fake bot accounts, which, like, that's a pretty big deal, you know, because Elon, obviously, you know, one of the richest guys in the world, but what was it, 44 million or 44 billion? It was 40
billion, I want to say.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Hold on.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know, because Twitter's definitely not $1 million sort of purchase anywhere in that
Yeah,
range.
44 billion dollars.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Which is like, even for him, is a big chunk of his actual net worth. And then the fact that, you know, we've got this whole Twitter files thing coming out of it is pretty crazy. They're definitely kind of slow dripping the revelations about what Twitter was getting up to before Elon took over. But the fact that, you know, he had to probably hire lawyers and all sorts of people to actually take a look at these numbers and determine what were actually bots. Because if you're saying, all right, well, then I can sell this many ads and make this much money, but 15% of those people aren't even real people, that's like a huge. It's like, well, then give me 15% off.
Right.
Yeah, honestly,
Like, what the hell?
That's crazy, man. Especially if you're making money off of it, you make the bots to monetize your own content, right?
And the whole thing about changing, you know, all these people are freaking out about the blue, the check marks. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
The
yeah, you got to pay.
all these people. Basically, anyone who had a legacy blue check mark from before Elon bought Twitter, they got their blue check marks taken away.
Right.
So now you have to like prove your identity and pay a monthly fee or whatever to actually prove that you're a real person. And all the people are like, I'm not buying it.
Are you saying we
Fuck
have
you.
check marked bots?
It's been interesting though, because like it's like I know like LeBron James in general.
He's
He's
like-
like, I'm
he's
not
like,
paying
I-
for it.
he's like,
And
I still
Elon
have
Musk
it.
is like, oh, I'm gonna pay for like certain people. So,
Yeah,
like,
just
he's
to
still
keep it,
paying,
which
yeah.
is fucking hilarious. He's just like, he's trolling these motherfuckers. But anyways, Tesla CEO Elon Musk recently acquired Twitter and has already set a goal to eliminate fake and spam bots. This doesn't mean all bots will be removed. Remember, there are some good ones on the platform. That's true. There are some bots that are chill. Like not all bots are bad.
Like
Yeah.
Bender.
Yeah.
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 Shout out Bender.
But like there's bots that will like automatically colorize a black and white photo or something like that. Like there's a page I follow that's like history memes or it's just like history images that are black and white, and then there's a little bot in the comments that'll be like, boop, I colorized it for you in like a few different ways, and it's just an AI generated.
They're designed to provide legitimate content, like
right.
entertainment to people,
bots
right?
bots can provide services. Some real services.
Tesla bot.
Tesla bot can. So back in 2014, Twitter admitted that around 8.5% of its total users were bots, which accounted for about 23 million user accounts. And then in 2017, CNET reported that 28.7 million and 47.9 million of its active monthly users were bots. That's around 9 to 15% of the total user base.
Jeez,
So it's definitely grown since then, since 2014.
that's massive.
Yeah, hopefully this verification process can sort of start to eliminate those things, because that's what verification should be. It should just be to prove that's what it was always supposed to be, and it got warped into this thing where it's like if you're a blue check mark, you're part of the elite. You're a different social
Like
class.
a bad is a social social credit score type
the
shit.
like the journalist complainer class, you know.
I don't think that's enough of a stopgap for people who actually want to use bots to do like bad things, and
That's
they
true.
have enough money to throw down.
Well, they better pay the monthly fee then.
Yep.
Well, what's wild for me is that, like, bro, there was like talks about like nationalizing Twitter. Like, Twitter is seen as like so legitimate, and it's just like, bro, most of it's just fucking bots. Like, it's like doing a bunch of stupid shit, causing havoc, you know? And it's
Yeah.
like, that's so fucking scum that it's like this Twitter's seen as such a legitimate platform, and it's like, bro, most people aren't even on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. I'm on like everything else, and I'm not on Twitter.
It should
because
be a
it's this fucking
legit
scumbag, you know? Like,
it should be a legitimate platform, but it's just kind of not, because I mean, it's like that should be the goal, is for it to be a legitimate platform, because you need a space that's the, you know, the digital equivalent of the, you know, the what's it called?
Twitter
the free, you know,
it should have, it
a
was
public
just,
square or whatever.
it's just been being propped up for so long by like motherfuckers that are probably flooding it with bots to begin with, you know, businesses and big corporations and, you know, political interest groups and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
my problem with Twitter is that I can't read.
That can tend to be a
hold
factor.
you back. They got
Yeah.
pictures, they got videos.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures.
There's not
on
enough.
Twitter.
That's why I like Instagram more pictures.
Nah, I feel it.
But it's kind of crazy though, because I think I heard recently that even Elon was just admitting basically that Twitter, since he bought it, has lost almost half of its value, which is crazy. But maybe he kind of anticipated that happening, because, you know, a lot of people did leave, and a lot of bots left, and a lot of, you know, a lot of people are like, I hate
it was
Elon,
like-
I hate Twitter, blah blah blah.
You should look up how many people were actually working there before he left,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they were
The
saying something like
company's
80%
downsized.
of people left the company.
Yeah.
So I'm like, clearly, if it's, you know, like thousands of employees or something like that, it's it's like they're probably gonna get rid of some property like that they don't even need anymore.
Probably.
So it's like all these huge complexes with these fancy fucking employee lounges and the catering and all that shit. It's like, yeah, there's gonna be some like net worth like downsizing, all that stuff happening at the same time. So it's not like unexpected, but the amount is a little shocking.